Morning.
Oh, hi. Here we go. Okay, good. Hi, guys.
How are you?
Oh, good. Good. Ready to stretch. I'm excited, actually, to be here. Glad to make it to another Wednesday. How are you guys?
Good.
Good. It's good to see you. Or hear you, I guess. How about the humidity? The humidity. I'm interested to see how many people are outside or inside today.
It's supposed to cool off, though.
Oh, go ahead. Is it? Thank goodness. Okay. When? Hopefully soon. Okay, that's good to hear.
Oh, this afternoon and tomorrow and Friday, it should be cool.
Oh, good. Okay, good. You guys will need a foam roller today. We're gonna do foam rolling. If you have one, grab it. Otherwise, you can use your palm or hand or fingertips. We know that. We're gonna do a really nice session of foam rolling, spend about a minute or two on each part. All right, I think everything is good to go. Have you guys been doing a lot of workouts this week?
No.
I like this awesome silence of like, no, that's okay, then I'm glad you're here with me. That's not necessarily is what it is. Guess what?
I do it 5 days a week, so I think that's enough.
Oh gosh, that's plenty.
Huh?
I said, oh my gosh, that's a mountain.
No, I do it 5 days a week, so I think that's enough. I can take
off. Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. No, I said, did you work out this week in general? Like, meaning like in general, have you guys gone out for walks or bike rides or gotten outside? Anybody doing other Marine Valley ones this week?
Yeah, I did sit and fit yesterday. Then I did gentle yoga Monday. I'll do restorative tomorrow, and then I'll do Tai Chi on Friday.
Great, awesome. Well, good, I'm glad you guys are utilizing them. Thanks for joining me today. Today is Lengthen to Strengthen. We will use our foam roller today. So for everybody joining in, grab a foam roller. I'm gonna head towards the mat. You guys all, those of you, I'm gonna mute everybody in a second. I just have to for the class, but you can hear me, correct? Yes, right? Still? Okay, good. All right, then I'm gonna put everyone on mute. All right, let's get started. Okay, so head to your mat for me. If you have water, grab your water. You will need your foam roller. If you have one, please grab that. When it comes to the mat, and we're gonna start in a quick 2 or 3 stretches to get ourselves stretching, and then we're gonna start our foam rolling. So I'm gonna move myself back so you can see me. Come to the middle of the mat if it's for you, otherwise towards the front of the mat. Make sure you guys can see my legs. I'm gonna have you guys head to here with the feet forward. And do a forward fold. Bring your arms up. Take a nice deep breath in. Slight micro bend in the knees, and I want us to come forward like you're taking a ball and wanting to press the ball right over your feet or your shins or your thighs as far as you can go with a little teeny bend in the knee. Let the chin tuck to the chest and hold. If you can, make that micro bend a little less. And this time I want you to take and kind of slowly straighten one leg at a time. Don't lock out the knee, but just kind of walk those knees down and up. Now hamstring stretch. Maybe a little bit in the lower back. And hold. I want you to think about lengthening your body. I want you to think of your thighs, if you're modifying here, if you're at your shins, ankles, toes, past your toes. Can you take a deep breath in? And exhale. Go about 1 inch further. And hold. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and then slowly release all the way back up to the top. Sit up, come towards the front. If you're a little bit front and need to see me a little bit better, if you need to be a little bit closer, we're gonna do our little hip opener stretches just to get started before we foam roll. We have done these each week. I've been trying to do these each day. I encourage you to at least 90 seconds a day, every day if you can. We're gonna take this foot close, underneath, grab this leg, try to grab it up here, past the knee, don't land directly on the knee. Bring this leg out if you can a little bit. Shift your sit bones down and release. If going to the floor is as far as you can go, this is fine. Or even just holding your leg is perfectly awesome modification. Bringing it all the way up. Make sure those sit bones, if your one hip wants to come up like this, I need you to sit your bottom on the ground. Sit bones are on the ground. Take your hands and just kind of relax. Don't press down. The further you can bring this foot away, takes a little bit of work, right? The stretching. Functional stretching. So it's not just sitting by and just kind of like laying down, right? We're going to have to functionally stretch. This space, every time, wants to become less and less. So eventually we're going to have no space here. That's our goal. If you want to think about setting a goal, you want to think about making this less and less every time you do it. And each time you do this for about 90 seconds, you're going to find it doesn't necessarily get less uncomfortable, but you're able to hold it a little bit longer. If you want, you can twist a little bit to the sides. Try not to press down. Avoid any movement on the joints that you don't need to. No pressure on the knees, ankles. Allow yourself to breathe. If you want, take a nice glance side to side with or without your eyes open. And I'll count you down in 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly release. What you're going to do is safely grab a hold, bring your leg up, rock yourself back a little bit, bring this foot down, and bring this other leg through and come together. We're going to take this leg now all the way down. Again, reset yourself if you need to. This leg now, we try to grasp onto the top. One leg may be harder to do than the other. This side is harder for me every time. It's getting a little bit better. Move to where you know you have the most range. Mobility is key, right? So we want to make sure we're going to get as mobile as we can. Take a deep breath in, sit bones on the ground, and hold. Now think, is it like from your navel all the way through? Are you pulling up like a puppet string, okay? Think about nose out, shoulders back and down, and watch what happens. So instead of like this, sitting, watch my posture. If I sat like this and hold it, right? Okay, I feel something. But if I go like this, shoulders back and down, chest up, I'm gonna feel a lot more. Should be able to feel a little bit more of that stretch. And the more you breathe through the nose. And on the exhale, allow your hips to open. It's a very intense stretch. You may not be able to hold it for 90 seconds. That's perfectly fine. You may find that just holding your leg is all you can do. That's awesome. Please go as long as there's not any kind of pain, like a knife sharp like pain. About 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly grab, hold safely, lift the leg, set it down, lift this leg through, and release. All right, so let's take these legs, shake it out a little bit. And let's grab our foam roller. We're gonna do some foam rolling. Today, you should be pretty familiar with the foam roller. So I'm gonna kind of go a little bit more of angled towards you so that it's not so much an angle. What we're gonna try to do is a couple things at one time. If you have the foam roller, place both your feet on, and we're going to try to do the calf section, okay? But this time we're gonna go from right above the ankle bone to mid calf. So what I'm gonna do is you can either kind of come back and forth without lifting yourself on the ground, pressing, kind of melting yourself into that foam roller, and or if you want, I'm gonna take and show you on the angle, okay? You can lift yourself off the ground. It'll be a level where you can take yourself off if that's not gonna bother your wrist. You need to roll front to back to 4 times, nice and slow. Another option is also to set your leg on top of the other, whatever side you want. If you find a little bit of a knot, don't be surprised. And hold. You guys stay in that. We're gonna go side to side on that. My computer's doing something to check out what's set. So. Everyone can still see me, I hope, correct? Can someone possibly tell me if you can see me?
I can see you.
Okay, it just told me I was signed out to my account. Thank you, Sam. Thank you. It just said you were signed out to your account, somebody else logged on. I was like, I see you guys still, which is good. Okay, so stay on this leg. Thank you guys for your patience. Still technology. Let's go to the mid part. We're gonna go back and forth. So we're gonna go east to west, roll side to side. We're gonna break up this fascia, right? The connective tissue that gets really tight. If you have to breathe a little bit, don't be surprised. 4, 4, 4. Those of you that have foam rolled with me before in class or on the internet, 4 and 4. Now we're gonna make like a U. This time, instead of just a roll, we're gonna kind of dig ourselves in. So you can just take your leg off if you have one leg or if you're doing 2. I like to do 1 at a time. I don't find it as effective with 2, but sometimes this is too much. But it depends on it. If I foam roll, sometimes more often than some, I won't lie, I have not been doing it as much and I can feel it. 10 minutes I've done the last couple days and whoa, it makes a big difference. And I say it, but can't talk the talk, right? Without walking the walk. If you find that knot, I have one here. I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to take a deep breath in. And I want you to just kind of move it around a little bit. If you have no knot, that's awesome. If you have lots of knots, that's okay too. And release. Kind of roll it back and forth a little bit faster. Shake those feet out a little bit. And now we're gonna go to the top part of the calf. So now the meaty part of the calf. Both sides hang over. See how mine's hanging over here? We want that. We want our ankle, foot towards the ground. And now we're gonna roll back and forth. I'm gonna come off and roll from mid calf to right below that knee. Do not go to the knee joint, please. It should feel like something is like not, ooh, like, ooh, that's a lot. Like, wow, that's some pressure. That's okay. Don't be afraid of it. As long as it's not sharp knife by pain. Foam rolling is not super comfortable. Get to that meaty part of your calf. Let your gravity take force. Okay, let this kind of hang. Don't have it up in the air. Resist that temptation to want to hold it up. Even if that's all you do right now, that's awesome. Now we're gonna roll. So I'm gonna go from side, but now I'm at that meaty part of the calf, not the bottom part. So I'm gonna come all the way to the side and watch all the way to this side. Feel all that connective tissue breaking up. Allow yourself to kind of almost become one with the foam roller. Now we're gonna do that U. So I want you to kind of take it and think about like making a U in the sand. digging deeper and deeper in the sand in a beach. And you want to make that sandcastle right, but now you want the water to go in. I remember that, doing that. That's kind of fun. We should go back to making sandcastles. All right, and if you have a knot, you can hold there again. Like the outside, I can tell the outside of my leg, right? I'm not gonna use fancy terms. This outside part of my leg is tight, so that's where my knots are. I've been doing a lot of biking, probably using and probably putting more pressure into the outside of my leg. And release. All right, so if you've been doing both legs, awesome. If not, I would encourage you, if you're on both, then I want you to kind of go towards your feet. So if you're on both, then I want you to work more towards the feet or do some feet work on your own. Otherwise, if you've been doing one like me, then we're gonna go to the other leg. Like I said, I find it to be more effective one at a time, but sometimes it's too much pressure. So we're gonna go from here to here, from the bottom. So one leg on top of the other creates an intense amount of pressure. Level 3 is when you lift yourself off the ground. You do not have to lift yourself off the ground. You can just roll like this, and it is intense. Now, if you want to leave that leg on there, you can, to roll east to west, side to side. If you ever get that tightness in your legs at the end of the day, if you're standing a long time, or if you've been walking, this will really help to relieve it about 10 minutes a day, just doing your calves alone and feet. A little bit of love goes a long way. I know you guys already know that because you're the people who show up to class for self-care, so that's good. All right, let's do that digging in. I can't do that with that on top. So take this here, we're in this lower part, kind of dig it in as you, if you find a part that's tight, hold it there, deep breath. Move it around a little bit. This is my favorite part of class where we always have faces. I miss it. I do miss those faces. Now you just get to see mine. Ah, and weird wincing. I like when I can hear wincing too. All right, release. Shake it out if you want to. What you can do with that is roll that out or shake it out. There's an alarm going off in my house. It's a reminder for something. So I'm gonna have someone go take care of that, please. We still are humans, right? So thanks for your patience. All right. Middle part of your calf. We're gonna go back and forth. Make sure gravity got that ankle, come towards the ground, heel fall over. This is what you wanna do by nature because it's not real comfortable. Let it hang. If that's all you do, this is awesome, okay? If not, if you want more, put the leg on top, more, come off the ground. Slowly roll forward and back. If you have a foam roller, and those that are in here, awesome. If you don't, I do suggest, you don't have to have one. You can use your palm, fingertips, but one of those little things that maybe a birthday, Father's Day, your special day. All right, now back and forth, east to west. It is definitely worth getting. Avoid injury, active recovery. All the way, side to side. Feel slower, slow, 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 slow. The slower you go, the better. Okay, so this could take a really long time. So foam roller your whole body could take probably like an hour, but guess what? This is like self myofascial release. This is like a massage. So it should take long. It's not something you can rush. I wish we had an entire like 5 hours. But you can take what you learn and apply it to any part of your body safely. Now we are going to take that U. If this hip flexor starts to get funky, you can lift this one rest on here. Sometimes mine are like different levels, they bother me. So I'll like modify and just bring it up. It's not going to hurt you to have them both up there. I like to watch the muscle. There's a reason I'm not using as much eye contact, just so you know. I like to watch the muscle. I find that if I watch the muscle, I work it differently. I'll actually do the full rotation of what I want to do. All right, so let's take both on top. Take your kid, kind of shake your feet. Feel that? It feels good, doesn't it? And release. Awesome. All right, we are going to do IT bands next. That's fun. Not. Okay, so from the side, it looks like this. It's going to go from here to here, not to the knee, and not past here, not to the hip, okay? You're going to take yourself first, let yourself rest on the floor, okay, or on your mat. This leg comes over. The leg here is straight, little micro bend. So you can see me, correct? I'm going to thumbs up. Yes, you can see me. Okay, my director is in touch, so you can. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this hand and place it a little bit in front. I never said this was just like going to be passive, right? We're going to roll. Now, just being on top of this alone could be enough, just so you know. Not even rolling at all. This alone, like just right here, like not moving barely, ooh, that could take your breath away. That's a very tight IT band. That's not good at all. You want your IT bands not to be this tight. Okay. This could make you really sweat. You might start sweating. You might start getting red in the face. Breathe. Now, the slower you can go, the better and more effective this will be, but this is almost like near, you don't really want to even like me, and you might not come back. But, I mean, I would. Okay, try to roll yourself a little bit so it's more towards the front. See my bad. Look at what I just did. I want to take my leg back. That's how bad it is. And breathe. Now, I dare you to let yourself truly become one with this. So I want you to take a deep breath in. Wherever you have the most tightness, and let your body slowly go into that foam roller. Close your eyes if you have to. Work through this, guys. You can. And release. What we're going to do is slowly come down safely, roll yourself towards the floor, lift the knee, bend the knee, bring yourself up, and come up. Okay, so that took my breath away. Okay, if anyone come off mute for 1 second, but if anybody else felt that, let me know. That's not even rolling out the entire thing, or we would go normally back and forth like a rainbow, and then we U and dig in. So you can do all those things on that, all down the leg. You can do the back and forth, and then you can dig in the same 3 movements on every muscle group. Let's try the other side. Set up. Foam roller. Mid thigh. I'm going to put my arm down first. I find that to be helpful for me. Your mat can go that way. You could change it, but I don't want to take up your time that way. So if you can change your mat, feel free to change that. This leg comes in front. The leg is straight with like a little micro bend. And we are going to roll. This arm down to support. Lift your heart to the sky. And now listen, that's what I want you to feel. That's the muscle group we're gonna work. That IT band right here, do you feel this all the way up, all the way up? If you have to, pick yourself up and walk yourself up. And you have to walk yourself back out. I have not done my IT bands in a while, obvious. I'm gonna have to answer to you guys next week. I will. I truly won't talk about things with someone to do them. So I'm going to make myself do them. Answer back to you and listen. Because of that, this is where it's intense for me. But if you do this a lot, which is awesome, every day, 10 to 20 minutes, little bit, goes a long way, 1 to 2 minutes on each way and each body part, then you can start to roll, okay? Or you can start to dig. I'm not there yet. I'm okay with that though. It is where I am today. Be okay with that too for you. I do want you to take a deep breath in and I want you to find the place that's the tightest. And I dare you again. Take yourself, allow yourself to melt in. Close your eyes if you need to for a minute. Now I haven't even talked to you about lifting your leg off the ground yet. That's another level. And slowly release. So we're gonna slowly take ourselves up, bend this knee down, lift the leg up, lift the leg back, and sit up. Okay, that was intense. Grab a sip of water if you need. It is very normal to need water during foam rolling. Just like dehydration after a massage, it's the same thing. Self-myofascial release. We are taking the same thing you'll do in massage. Remember, palm, big fingertips here, and like your actual finger movements here, okay? Fingertips are the little ones on this one. But it's the same concept. That's why you can do everything you can with your knuckles or your fingertips, digging in, right? Or our palms, same kind of stuff. Our thighs we're gonna go to. We're gonna take both of our thighs or one at a time. I'm gonna do both, but you can do one. I'll do one, I mean. Let's do one. So I'm gonna place this thigh on top. I'll walk myself out into like a hover position almost. Take myself down into a hover, okay? Hips are squared to the ground. Make sure you guys can see me, okay? You need to scoot back a little bit. Make sure you can see me completely. So your hips are squared and we're gonna roll. Okay, this should be feeling it now. You are gonna roll to right beneath the hip flexor. Slow. I dare you to take 10 seconds to get to right above your knee. Walk out like an army. You'll find your place where you feel comfortable or not. That's up to you. 1, go back, 2, 3, 4, lift off your leg if you want more. 7, 8, 9, 10. Back for it. Now lift your leg. If you want more intense, lift the leg. That should feel it. It could be mid-thigh, it could be top thigh, it could be side to side. Now find a spot that's tight, and we're gonna roll. Okay, right? We're gonna go side to side. So we're gonna roll, or you can start just to slide. If that's a little bit easier for you on your thigh, you slide it. And you are like, why did I show up? Let yourself bring it off the ground if you do not feel this. And then slide. That fascia is like, what are you doing? You'll find your spot. You know where you go. It's your body, not mine. You want to dig in a little bit on the thigh, you can, depending on where you are. Remember to breathe. And we're going to slowly bend that knee down, bring our hands up slowly, and release. We have 3 minutes or so left, so we're going to do the other side. You guys are welcome to finish back, arms. We've done a lot of these before. I'm concentrating on legs on purpose for today. Follow yourself out into that hover position and roll back and forth. Make sure you guys, if you can see me appropriately, make sure you can see that my foot is up in the air. We're on the ground, depending on what level you want for the intensity. Keep your neck in line with spine, so you don't want your neck to fall, right? You want to keep your neck in line with spine, like in a nice hover position, which I know you guys know how to do. Take any core classes with the amazing instructors at Marine Valley. I know you know how to do a core class. All right, find that spot. If you can, slide. And try to slide on the thigh. So kind of like let it slide, let yourself feel that. A lot of people, foam rolling is not even anything they want to do. It's very uncomfortable, but it is truly like self-massage. Helps us from not only recovering, but protecting us from injury, allowing our muscles to work as they should. 90% more effective your workouts are when you foam roll, just so you know everything else you're doing. And slowly we're gonna come through again, either rocking back and forth. And bring that knee safely down. Walk your hands up and release, bringing the foam roller through. All right, let's take it back. We're gonna finish in child's pose. So come to the middle of the mat. We have about a minute left. Take the knees as wide as the mat, your feet together, walk those hands out, big toes together, knees as wide as the mat, sit the hips back and down, as far as you can bring yourself down to the ground, and release. Give yourself the next 30 seconds to breathe in and out in silence. And slowly lift yourself up a little bit at a time. Bring yourself forward, bring those knees together, bring those feet around. Any questions before you go or feedback, let me know. Otherwise, thank you for doing the Lengthen Strengthen. The foam rolling, like I said, keep it up, including myself, and I'll answer to that next week. Like I said, if you guys have any questions or feedback, please tell me. I can stay on for a minute or two. But not, have a great day. Thank you. Have a great day.
You have a good one.
You too. Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Have a great day.